Hello FIGGIE fiends and collectors, this is me, Daniel East 1000, back again with another Star Wars The Black Series figure review. It's not a figure review though. Already made a goof there. It is a Black Series item, I can assure you of that, but it's a helmet. I've never really done or purchased a helmet before. This is my first one, which is kind of insane as a Star Wars fan and collector. So I'm super stoked to add this to my collection. And of course, obligatorily put it on my head for the sillies. We're going to be having a look at the, if I can pick it up, if it's going to fit on camera as well, Mandalorian helmet by Hasbro. Here is the packaging, of which we're going to take a look at first, and then the thing itself. So as you can see here, you've got a nice picture of the helmet, kind of interesting packaging design. Very similar to the Black Series style of figures in that they now have the beveled edge of the picture of the character there, rather than just being a full square box. It tells you what size batteries you need and how many. You need one AA battery, of which I have got here, gathering dust because they've been in my drawer for ages, so that's good. Hopefully they'll work. You also got some legal guard there. The Mandalorian electronic helmet, better shot of the helmet. You also get the tactical light as well with this, which I will show you in the review. Kind of like a bit of a schematic picture of the helmet. More glam shots, the side view of it, that one. And then, just to make sure we've covered all bases, a little look on the internals of the helmet because it is slightly detailed inside, and then it just shows you some of the features as well, which is pretty cool. Underneath there's nothing really too interesting there, just a ton of legal guard, and then at the top you've got a nice picture of the helmet. Very stylistic with Star Wars The Black Series there. So yeah, that's pretty much the packaging done with. It's kind of difficult to show you just due to how big it is. Just a side note as well, because of how popular the Mandalorian TV series has been, I think this is going to be a real hot seller. I think a lot of people are going to want this and have put pre-orders in for them. So is it worth it? Let's find out. Let's get this thing opened and let's plonk it on me old noggin, shall we? I mean, the simple answer is yes. Yes, you should buy this. Crabman. Yep, that's the too long didn't read of this. You absolutely need to buy this. That's it. Remember, smash that subscribe button down there. Like, thumbs up. Thank you. Goodbye. No, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to let you have a little look at this thing proper. Alright. Not going to waste your time just looking at the packaging for 3 minutes. We're going to look at the helmet, obviously. There are a couple of things that I will address. A little bit of the assembly in terms of putting the batteries in. Definitely read your instructions, just because when I was fitting my batteries into this, I did try and unscrew more screws than I actually needed to. There's only one you need to unscrew. Just unscrew that one and then you can get your battery in there, it's all sorted. Taking this panel off and this panel off was a little bit of a squeaky, clenchy bunghole moment, just because of how quite tight it initially is, but once you get these off you can get your batteries in, and if you so wish you can put your tactical light on if you did so wish. I'm probably going to keep this off, but it is a really cool inclusion, and I will give you a little look at that with that on. I'd probably recommend getting a cloth or something just so you can clean it down a little bit, because it is prone for getting fingerprints and Cheeto dust marks, of which is kind of common for us guys and gals for sure as well. I do sort of wish Hasbro did include some sort of stand with it. It would have probably bumped up the price and cost of packaging. I wouldn't have really minded that personally, but they are a toy company, it's not really expected of them, it just would have been nice. A simple alternative from what I've heard is a kitchen roll holder. You just literally buy a cheapo and that pretty much sorts you out as a display stand for your helmets. So I've yet to get one. If you do want to go fancy, there are other means of getting a little tiny plaque that makes it look a little bit more official. You can buy those. They're not too expensive. You can find them online though. They're pretty cool. And again, I'm yet to get one. So yeah, they're just little sidebars there really. In terms of the helmet, it is quite heavy. I'm really surprised at how heavy this thing is. But when you put it on your head, it's not too bad. Obviously I have to take my glasses off. So if you are a bit hard of sight, you probably won't be able to see as well wearing this thing, but you'll look super cool, so that's the main thing. There's not really too much detailing on, it's just got a really, really nice finish, of which I wasn't particularly expecting from Hasbro. I know I rip on them a lot, but this is really nice in terms of the finish, in terms of the shine. I thought it was going to be more like the Black Series figure, but it's actually kind of got a chrome reflective look, much like the prop, which is absolutely awesome. Of course, you've got the vents on the back there, you've got the band on the top, which goes all the way to the front of the helmet, the visor, and then even more to that, if we actually look on the inside, we can try and show you. There are some straps on the inside there, so you can adjust the height on it and how it sits on your head. I've got quite a big head, so the actual pieces here, which these attach onto, they're a little bit tight on my head, but I have quite a big head, so it's not a major thing. It's just a thing to note. If you've got quite a large head, you might have a bit of rub. But there is some padding in there in the form of these brown pieces here, like a soft plastic, so it does add a bit of cushion. You could always fabricate something, I suppose, just to make it a little bit more nicer on your head if you are wanting to use it as an actual cosplay prop or whatnot. But if you're having it as a display piece, like me for the most part, you know, you're not really going to have too much problem with that. Something I really do like though about the internals of this, they could have just left this really plain. They didn't really need to go the extra mile like they have here with sculpting just the greeblies and things on the inside of the helmet. I think that just shows some real care on Hasbro's part. When you flip the helmet up, these lights come on, providing you've got batteries inserted. These LEDs, you can kind of see in here just illuminate, which looks so authentic and it's so cool. But when you flip it upside down, there must be a mechanism inside one of these things here, because you can kind of hear a little ball rattling, which I'm guessing triggers something to switch the lights off inside when it's on the upright position. But yeah, you can switch those off or cycle through the different sort of settings or lengths of time. If you just press it once, you kind of get a bit of a glowing effect. And then I found if you hold it down, the button here, it switches them off completely. Although when you do flip it up like that and then go again, your lights will come back on, and then you just have to hold it down again, keep it off. So I mean, that's pretty cool. I think that's kind of a cool little feature. Naturally, you don't have to have the lights working, you can just take your battery out and then you won't really have any issue there. Like I said, the tactical light just slots onto that, and then this button, when it's in the upright position like this, you can operate the tactical light, so it'll switch on. And when you move it down, your tactical light will still be on, but you won't be able to really switch it off with this from what I remember. I'm kind of working it out. The instructions aren't 100% clear on it. When you put it back up, then obviously these lights inside go off, and then the tactical light itself can then be switched off as well. Kind of weird to get your head round. If that made sense, great. Sorry if I wasn't entirely clear. Again, still trying to work it out really, but hey, for the most part, it's a helmet. There's not really much else I can say other than that. It's just really, really cool. I've had so much fun with it. Initially unboxing, learning the little, you know, quirks with the lights and things. In terms of my first Star Wars helmet, I'm pretty damn chuffed with this thing. It looks super, super authentic. On the inside, yeah, it could have maybe had some paint apps and things and other stuff going on, but you know what, it's good enough, and I'm really, really impressed with this. I can't recommend it enough. And because I haven't said it yet, this is the way. I know this review was probably really short. I hope you enjoyed having a look at this thing. I hope you had a goof and a gaff with some of my antics. Let me know if you're thinking of picking this thing up. If not, why not? Let me know in the comments down below. This is me, Daniel East 1000, signing out. Thank you very much for watching.